Businesses know that customers often respond to background music. Do they also respond to odors? A study was done in a small pizza restaurant on Saturday evenings in May. On one evening, a relaxing lavender odor was spread through the restaurant. On another evening, a stimulating lemon odor. A third evening served as a control with no odor. The 3 evenings were compared in many ways, weather, customer count, and so on, so we are willing to regard the data as independent random samples from Saturday evenings at the restaurant. The table below contains data on how long, in minutes, customers stayed in the restaurant on each of the 3 evenings. Do a complete analysis to see whether the groups differ in the average amount of time spent in the restaurant. So it appears we're trying to see how odor affects the time that customers remain in the restaurant. So my variable of interest is time that the customers remain in the restaurant. So that's called the response variable. And that would be time a customer spends in the restaurant. And that time is recorded in minutes. The factor is the variable whose effect on the response variable is of interest to the experimenter. So our factor here is basically just the odor. The treatments are lavender, lemon, and no odor. The experimental units are the customers in the samples. This is a completely randomized design since independent random samples of customers are selected for each treatment. Now, to see how odor may affect the time a customer remains in the restaurant, we need to establish our populations, our population parameters, and run the analysis of variance statistical test to see if we can conclude a difference in the population mean. So we need to establish our populations, our population parameters, and run a statistical test. In this case, since we have more than 2 populations, we're going to run an analysis of variance test. So population 1 is all customers in the restaurant when there is a lavender odor. Population 2, all customers in the restaurant when there is a lemon odor. And population 3, all customers in the restaurant when there is no odor. And our population parameters, which I'm going to put up here in the right corner here, I'm going to let mu1 be the mean time spent in restaurant with lavender odor, mu2 be the mean time spent in restaurant with lemon odor, mu3 mean time spent in restaurant with no odor. To test this, we will assume that the odor does not affect the mean time. So our null hypothesis will be that these mean times are equal, that there is no difference. The alternative will be at least 2 means are not equal.